Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another study of the book Courage by several spirit authors through the mediumship of our blessed Francisco Cândido Xavier. What a blessing to be here with you. It's always an honor, and we thank not only you, the listener, the viewer of Kardec Radio, the Spirit Society of Richmond, and many other places that honors us with your presence. We also want to thank the spirits who bring us these teachings. So today, the teachings are by the spirit of Dr. Bezerra de Menezes, and we also thank Chico Xavier and his teachings, his dedication to the cause. We thank Emmanuel for guiding his works on the earth so that we could be here. So last time we studied Bless and Help, Bless as well. Today the title is Bless and Help. And the teachings are by Bezerra de Menezes. I like to put the teachings here. I like to put the little writing so that those who arrive after the fact they know what we're talking about. It's always a blessing to be here doing this work with you. So as always, I'm going to read to you parts of this. It's very short. Oh, not that. Let us thanks. That's not it. This one, let us thanks, is the last part. It's a very beautiful. So this one is bless and help. Only a few items. But as we've learned from the many superior spirits, they are concise and precise, and we are learning to mind our words and perfect our vocabulary as we just study in the Spiritus Magazine program this week. So there are 13 lines or 13 paragraphs, and it's perfect for the beginning of the year. If you're watching this on demand, it doesn't matter what time of the year, it's still good for you. Every day is a new day, an opportunity to restart. We tend to restart and make plans and goals in January of every year, but that's okay. Whatever you are in your journey of spiritual growth, today is the day. Right now is the time. So, chapter 26 by Dr. Bezerra de Menezes from the book Courage, titled Bless and Help. Okay, I noticed a mistake, so we do. Bezerra de Menezes says, quote, life offers an invaluable receipt for our peace. If misunderstanding is around us, bless and help. If disagreement threatens us, bless and help. If difficulties arise, bless and help. If criticism reaches us, bless and help. If wickedness knocks on our door, bless and help. If irritation seeks you, bless and help. If a problem becomes worse, bless and help. If despondency attempts to wreck us, bless and help. If insult reaches us, bless and help. If a trial becomes harder, bless and help. If someone's affection has abandoned us, bless and help. Even when, on days that tears are the only presence in our heart for the work that needs to be done, bless and help. Always, because by blessing and helping whatever we might be, God will support and bless us. Period. End of quote. Bezerra de Menezes. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the wisdom of superior spirits who are constantly still at work just as God is at work for us and giving us the list of possibilities of spirits who are here perfecting ourselves in a world of trials and expiations during the planetary transition, experiencing the many things that we do in our life. So he makes a list. So at some point, we will experience these things that he is listing, and I'm going to list them again. And I'm not saying that life on earth is not joyful, because it is. Our companions, our families, our friends, our occupations, all can be joyful. But we're not living in paradise, and we're not living in a divine world. So there will be things that we are here to experience that aid in our growth. So how we live and see those things can determine if there will be suffering, or we will resign and suffer with patience and serenity. So he's going to say, if misunderstanding is around us, disagreement threatens us, difficulty arises. Let's just start with these three. At some point, who amongst us have not been misunderstood, or misunderstood others too, right? Because we are not victims. We are in exchange and relationship with others. So we may have also misunderstood others. When disagreement threatens us, sometimes we are in disagreement with those in our lives, our families, our friends, our workplace, our spiritual centers. When difficulties arise, there will be difficulties because we are we are reaping what we sowed. So in the past, we sowed selfishness. Today, I can't sow peace in cooperation and understanding, because that's not the seed I put down there. So today I'm reaping that selfishness. So there will be difficulties. Criticism reaches us. Maybe we are being criticized, especially if we are putting ourselves online. People seem to feel like they have the right, with their anonymity, to write about how we look, what we do, to criticize us. Instead of just not watching our content, they troll. If weakness knocks on our door, if irritation seeks you, bless and help. Let's put a pin on irritation. How many of us feel irritated by something? How many of us are being filmed everywhere, having adult tantrums over little things? We're irritated by how others look at us, how they drive, how they don't drive, how they dress, how they don't dress, what they say. What does that tell us? How do we react to irritation? Are we blessing and help? Because the solution to all of this is, if misunderstanding is around, bless and help. If disagreement threatens us, bless and help. Difficulties, bless and help. If a problem becomes worse, bless and help. How many of us, if today a problem we are dealing with so much difficulty became worse, would bless the problem? It's an opportunity for us to learn. Many of us would curse the problem and say, oh my God, why me? Why now? Right? Or are we able to see, oh, this is an opportunity. If this is getting worse, what did I do? How can I change the course? Maybe I'm trying to do something that's not working. Maybe it's life telling us to go a different way. If despondency attempts to wreck us, if an insult reaches us, how many of us feel insulted or are actually being insulted? A lot of times it's our perception of others, what they say, how they look at us, how they did and didn't say good morning. The list goes on. If a trial becomes harder, bless and help. Are we experiencing difficulties and trials as we are? We are all imperfect spirits on the earth, perfecting ourselves as we go. If someone's affection has abandoned us, bless and help. I'm pinning irritation, difficulties, disagreements. I can't even pin one because there's so much here we could talk about. Misunderstanding, disagreements, difficulties, criticism, weakness, irritation, problems, despondency, insults, trials, affections, abandoned us. All of that is a problem of today's society where we don't communicate well, we're not learned emotional management, where we feel the right to criticize, we feel irritated by everything, we feel insulted, we insult, and then we wonder why the planet is convulsing, seeking for the love that is lacking that Jesus came to show us. If someone's affections abandon us, bless and help. Some people don't bless and help when someone leaves them and we let them be. They threaten, they go after them, or they unfortunately take their lives, or they threaten to take their lives, or they never forgive, right? So those are problems of today. This book was not published today, was not written today. Of course, Chico Xavier is discarnated. The first edition in English was published in 2005. A new edition will come out, and when that does, I will make the link available to you. I know the bus is working to publish a new version of this book because it's currently out of print. But the original book was written, oh, of course, never mind. Mhm. It's written, where's my preface by Emmanuel, in 1971. And the same things Bezerra de Menezes was telling the people then. Some of us were not even born in 1971. And today, 2024, it's still valid. So how are we dealing with these? How do I deal with misunderstanding, disagreement, difficulties, criticism, irritations, problems, insults, trials, a loss of a loved one, or someone living as abandoned, not necessarily being lost as we think of death, but just a dissolution of a relationship? How do I deal with it? Do I resign? Do I look for the it doesn't mean those things are going to stop. Oh, I'm a spiritist, so none of this is going to affect me. That's not true. Spiritists have problems as everybody else. The difference is that it gives us hope that those problems are temporary. That also allows us for self-knowledge and evaluation to know that I had a little part on this. Perhaps. Sometimes we are insulted and hurt by others of our no account. But then it brings me like, how can I move forward? Then I know my spirit mentor is with me. I know I have my spiritist group I can count on. I have my family that God allowed me to reincarnate with. What am I doing here in the community? I can find ways to serve others with the same types of problems. Where is God allowing me to exist? How can I serve where I am? How can I create roots where I am, not be on the fence, nor here nor there? But then he ends by saying, and this is how we deal with it, he says, even when on days that tears are the only presence in our heart, that we're so low, the tears is what's left for us to cry, to realize our humbleness, realize that we are not alone, realize that the mentors are there helping us. He says, even on the days that tears are the only presence in our heart for the work that needs to be done, bless and help. Always, he puts here. Why? He says, because by blessing and helping, whatever we might be, God will support and bless us. If we are strong in overcoming the little difficulties, the little criticism and insults, we build the resilience to understand that divine resources are here. The divine resources are not this imponderable mystery. Go to the book Genesis. Divine providence is providing for everyone in a whole universe. Go look at the James Webb's telescope. The billions and trillions of galaxies and planets and stars that are all around us, and we are all being supported by divine providence. That does not mean God's going to materialize in front of you, but that means God is listening to our hearts. And part of what it means to be a spiritist is to seek the self improvement and through being humble to say, God knows what you need. God knows what I need. But am I humble enough to even ask for help? I've been assigned a personal trainer of my soul who is there with me 24/7. When was the last time I humbled to say, I don't know what to do? Mentor, please help me. And maybe a phone call will come, an email will come, something will trigger through intuition the answer for what you're looking for, but it comes from not sitting on my couch waiting. It's not prosperity gospel. We pray, but then we do. We serve, we serve, we serve. We keep going because that's the way to grow. Water that doesn't move becomes stagnant and contaminated. We are living waters. We're moving. We need to cleanse ourselves. We need to sanitize our minds. Worry about what we think, what we consume. Worry about who we associate with. What kind of things am I doing? Who is around me? What kind of environment am I creating that will grant me the opportunity to bless and help? Help those who are creating problems for me because maybe they are sick. Maybe they are ill. If someone's going out of their way to criticize you, to insult you, to create disagreement, they have issues. And perhaps if you help them, you would be blessing them and yourself because God will send you the resources before saying something, before writing something, before typing something. Let's take a break and ask, is this helpful? Is it kind? Is it useful? Is it true? And then maybe the mentors will have a little millisecond to enter. I'm like, oh, that's not right. Oh, do this. Remember that person. And then we can get in touch with our own selves. We can be more aware of the spiritual world around us. We can feel truly present and in communion with others. Because this isolation and selfishness, me, mine, is what creating all the rifts we see around us in our communities, in our countries, in the planet itself. But there is hope because every week as we come to study this book and other studies, not only here at Kodak Radio, but at your spiritual center, here at the Spiritual Society of Richmond, when we come together to study, we get ideas, we get knowledge, we create community, and we can help one another when times of difficulties come. Dear friends, I hope this study has helped you. I hope that God will grant you and I another moment together next week. God willing, we'll be returning next week with another study of the book Courage. But between now and then, stay well, stay safe. I hope you have a blessed new year. Until then, take care of yourself and others, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.